for the fourth quarter, I don't know. To me, when I was watching that game, it kind of felt like the Super Bowl in that, or the 2019 Super Bowl, and that the 49ers were doing okay with the run, but they weren't like consistently getting decent runs off. Like when the 49ers are really killing it with the run, they're like getting 4 yards, 5 yards every single time, or Deebo Samuel's just randomly breaking for like 16, 20, something like that. And I think Kyle tends to hold back generally when he's noticing that they can't get like a consistent kind of game plan going with the run, like down after down. And that was kind of what he was doing in the fourth quarter. Is he's like, I don't trust that the run is going to actually generate the first downs we need to really push down the field. And instead, we have to just trust Jimmy for whatever that's worth.
Right. Well, they were averaging 2.5 yards per carry in the game, which is such a failure when you have those running backs. I mean, wow. Not to mention Kittle and Juszczyk.
I think part of it's the Rams game plan. They brought like what this like, I forget, it was like a linebacker, like a old school linebacker from the Rams specifically for the run, and they were specifically bringing him in for the run. I forget his name, but
I mean, if you don't respect the quarterback throwing the ball, you know that the other team doesn't want to throw the ball, then I mean, eventually you figure out what they want to do and you shut it down. But real quick, I mean, even though they weren't averaging like a lot of yards per carry, they still could have ran the ball. In the fourth quarter, they got the ball up 17-7, went pass on first down, pass on second down, pass on second. He went pass, run. That's when they went 4th and 2 and punted from Rams territory. That was really aggressive. Then they get the ball back. It's tied 17-17, 6:49 left. Pass, punt. What the hell is that?
Yeah,
it's tied.
I mean, you need to try and establish like your game plan.
Yeah, you're trying to work time off the clock just as much as you're trying to get points and yards, and you go pass. 17-17.
And they could have leaned on the screen game more. I kind of get the feeling that Kyle just doesn't like screens, which to be fair, I don't actually really like screens either. I don't think they're like that strong.
45-yard touchdown.
To be fair, there was a really strong screen earlier in the game, but I can understand.
Deebo Samuel saved their season with an 83-yard gain on a screen in Chicago. Like, it's just another way to get Deebo the ball. It's just a great way to get Deebo the ball.
When you have Deebo, you have to do it.
Hell yeah.
It's a good way to get him the ball. Okay, one more thing. For Trey Lance, I think the biggest mistake Kyle made this season, honestly, was not understanding that the locker room wasn't going to be behind Trey Lance and creating a lot of doubt early in the season, right? Yeah. Like, I honestly think if the locker room isn't behind the guy, at the end of the day, you have to go with what's going to keep the team together. And I think that was just Jimmy this year, right? I get the feeling that Kyle wanted to play Trey, at least. That's my feeling. And just couldn't convince the team to do it. And that was why he was sowing sort of a lot of doubt and not confirming who the quarterback was, also because he kind of just likes being mysterious. I definitely think that if you know the locker room or you think the locker room isn't going to be behind it, you should just say Jimmy's the guy, because I think a lot of the current dialogue comes from the fact that the 49ers were flirting with playing Trey the whole year. And so because they didn't, people are saying Trey must be bad when really no one can actually know that, like with what we've seen so far.